Hello. Hello sa tanan nga naga-watch sa ko ang videos. So I usually make videos or video lessons for my students, grade 2 students. But this time I'm going to share with you a video for teachers. Okay? And this video I will share with you some tips on how to conduct online classes effectively. Some teachers some teachers are asking me, how do I conduct classes online? And they are actually asking for some tips. Okay. Please don't think that I am sharing this video or sharing these tips because I act like a pro. Actually, not. Because just like you, this is my first time to conduct online classes in a in public school. Diba? Because before COVID-19, we don't we just stay in our in the four walls or the four corners of our classroom. Diya lang tagalibot-libot. It is just in our classroom that we teach. Okay? Actually, that is our way. That's our norm. Okay? Actually, we call it our comfort zone. Because that's the thing that we used to do. So it's our comfort zone. We are comfortable doing it because that is how it is, right? But because of COVID, during the pandemic, our students are not in the classroom anymore. So they stay at home and learn. Okay, we have modular classes. And even if DepEd is doing its best to give if to provide quality education for all, okay, using module or self-learning modules as delivery of learning, but we are still encouraged to do more. Okay, one of which is to conduct classes online for those students who have internet, who have gadgets, who have, yeah, so they can actually choose. Okay, if they have these gadgets at home, they have internet, so they can attend online classes. But the problem is, most of us teachers are first timers. Like, oh no, this is my first time to teach in an online class. Because naanad ta nga naara ta sa ato ang classroom. There are a lot of things that kanang hinders us aside from the availability of the resources, like um the gadgets that we need, like internet and computer. Aside from that, because mapangitaan man na siya paagi. But how do we teach online is a different thing. When we talk about teaching in an online class and in the face-to-face class sa atong classroom, it's very different. And aside from that, okay, another is we feel like online class. Dili lang imong estudyante ang naminaw sa imo, kundi andon si papa, na si mama, nanay, tatay, brothers and sister. Actually, lahat ng tao sa bahay maaring makinig, okay, sa lessons natin. So, I'm sorry if I have to speak in Tagalog because I have friends in Luzon. Maybe they won't understand me speaking in vernacular. So, ayun. Napakahirap no? Kasi we are prone whether we agree it or not, whether you believe it or not, because based on my experience, having online classes really is very risky on the side of the teacher because you will be prone to teacher shaming. Okay, unsa man nga maestra? Unsa man na iyang kilay? Dili pantay. Unsa man na iyahang okay? So kasi nakikita tayo ng mga tita, ng mga tito, lola't lolo, lahat ng nasa bahay. And then kapag medyo naiinis ka or na hindi naiinis, kasi being strict sometimes is our way of, it doesn't mean na online class, you don't have to have a classroom management. You have that especially if you're handling, like in my class, I have 49 grade 2 pupils in my online class. So imagine 49. So ano talaga, sometimes you need to, "Psst, please be serious. Please take the class seriously. Listen to me." Sometimes you can do that. But some parents, we cannot please everyone. Some parents are happy, some parents are not happy, but it's okay as long as we do the right thing. We do not bully kids. We do not ashamed na, like we do not put them into shame, like, oh nga naman ka, oh, badlungan ka, and then we name names. No, at least we don't do that. At least we don't curse. At least we don't say bad things or bad words. So it's okay. mm, Creating a positive atmosphere in your online class is a must, because if we just allow kids to play and they do not listen, then what a waste of our time, isn't it? What a waste of electricity and internet bill. If the kids don't listen, or yeah, don't participate actively in our online class. That is why, aside from telling them please behave, we can do a lot of things. Okay, and this is what I want to share with you. So here are the tips for effective online classes, or tips on how to conduct online classes. So Philippine education amidst the pandemic. Filipinos are known for being resilient. This pandemic has opened our minds that being resilient should not start when an individual has started his or her family and has experienced problems, but rather should begin from the time we have started with our education. In this way, resiliency will be inculcated in our minds and in our day-to-day living. To our students, parents, faculty members, and school administrators, please do not stop being resilient, innovative, and caring. These characteristics will not only contribute to our personal development, but also will help our community and in turn will contribute to our nation. Okay, so that is what Undersecretary De Vera said during an interview. So, yeah, Filipinos are known for being resilient. That is why, amidst the challenges brought by COVID-19, we are still fighting. We're still having our classes against all the odds, because Filipinos, we are known for being resilient. We don't easily give up. Like, okay, there's a COVID-19. Okay, so students should not go to school. Students should not learn anything. Just wait for the COVID-19 to go. And we don't know when that comes. So why wait for something that we are not sure of? Even there are already vaccines, we still have doubts, right? And it's not, we are not even sure if it's safe or not or whatever. We have a lot of hesitations. Okay? So in vaccines, uh, I'm not so sure of this, but only kids are not yet part of this. Like kids are not yet part of the people that can be vaccinated. So we should protect our young children being infected. So we cannot say that, oh, for next year, okay, ba, ayat na tayo mag-school, or next year na tayo pupunta ng school. Hindi natin alam kung kailan eh. So, why do we need to wait if we can do something today? So that is why I'm very, very proud, because amidst the pandemic, patuloy tayo eh, patuloy yung mga kids, they are learning. It is a challenge on us teachers, actually, because if we just rely on the modules, we all know, okay, we all know that not more, some of the students really cannot cope with learning the modules alone by themselves. That is why we need to do a lot of interventions. And one of which is having online class. It's a good way of reaching out to our students who have internet and gadgets at home. Okay, so what's the difference between face-to-face classes and online class? The difference is very, very obvious. In a face-to-face classes, malapit ka sa mga students mo. You give them instruction, you provide them the lessons and activities. You can assist them personally, physically, because you are there with your students in a classroom. But in an online class, you are far away from each other. Andun sila sa bahay-bahay nila. Okay? Tapos nakikita lang kayo sa computer or sa cellphone because some of them are using cellular phones or smartphones to have classes. So if I have to, I don't know, because this is just my opinion. Okay, I'm just saying this based on my experience. Mas mahirap ang online class kaysa face-to-face. Kaya nga kaming mga guro, most of us really love to, sana bumalik na lang tayo doon sa old normal. Kasi mas gustuhin natin di ba? Na nasa face-to-face classes tayo. Mas matuturuan natin yung mga bata. Pero it doesn't mean that sa online class, hindi natututo ang mga estudyante. Natututo sila. Okay? It is just that mas more yung effort natin. Mas more yung strategy na dapat nating gawin para makuha ang attention nila para may natutunan sila sa ating klase, sa online. Okay? Kumbaga, it's not just times 2 it's actually times 10 the effort, times 10 the energy and the resources. It's times 10. Kung meron pang beyond that yun na yun. Okay? Mas mahirap magturo online. Alam natin, mga bata di ba? Especially, like in my class, they are just grade 2. Alam niyo naman yung characteristics ng mga grade 2 pupils. They love roaming around, they love playing around, they love movement. Tapos, iyon sa online class na lang sila, dapat naka-standby. So, it's a challenge how to hold their attention because in their age, napaka lang yung attention sa kanila. Dapat talaga marami kang gawin. Strategize para makuha mo yung attention nila all throughout the lesson. So, yeah, that's the big difference. So, tip number 1, secure a stable internet connection and always have a backup. Okay? So, bakit kailangan natin ng stable internet connection? Kasi kapag si teacher, mobile data lang yung ginagamit, napakadelikado nun Kasi, maglalag siya. Na-experience ko yun Na-experience ko yung mobile data lang yung gamit ko. Naglalag ako, tapos bigla kong nawawala, nawawala, bumabalik. So, yung mga students, instead na nakafocus sila sa lesson, hindi na yun sila nakafocus ng lesson. Kasi, biglang nawala si teacher. Okay? So, ayun, nadidistract sila masyado. Okay? So, that is why it is very important to have a stable internet connection. Mas maigi talaga yung wired, yung computer mo or laptop mo, directly naka-connect dun sa modem ng internet. Kasi wala kang, kumbaga, yung speed ng internet mo, solo mo siya. Kasi kapag naka-share ka, shared wifi, ang dami nyo nakikonnect. So, ayun, parang hinahati-hati nyo yung internet connection. So, there is a possibility na naglalag tayo. Okay. So, for teachers, internet is a must. Yung napaka-stable na internet as necessary, yun yung dapat nasa yung meron tayo, mga teachers. Okay. And always have a backup. When I say backup, for example, biglang nag-down yung internet provider mo, tapos sabihin mo, wala tayong klase kasi ganito, ganyan. It's better to save your classes You can have another internet or maybe hotspot para lang talaga matapos mo yung klase. And backup, halimbawa, mayroon kang, anong tawag doon, mga power bank, kung may generator ka, mas maganda. Tapos, dapat talaga may backup ka. Di yung pag walang kuryente o walang internet, walang klase. Ano yun yung schedule mo, dapat this lesson made-delay. Okay? So it's okay. It's okay to, it is very, very, it's better. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. It's better to have a backup. Or might as well have your phone loaded. Okay, kung may wifi ka, ta load mo yung, may load pa rin yung phone mo just in case. You can directly have a connection with your mobile hotspot using your mobile data. And also you must make sure that yung battery mo fully charged siya at meron kang extra battery or um, power bank. Okay? Yes, those are already a good backup. Tip number 2, have a commendable and up-to-date computer for smooth class. The higher the specs or the specifications of your computer, the better. Kasi the higher the specs, the higher its processor, and the the better yun eh. Kasi kasi yung mga luma na o outdated na mga computers, hindi yun masyadong mabilis kumain ng internet. So, maglalag ka. Okay? Yung para kang robot bang ganito. Tapos hindi siya masyadong smooth. Okay? Compared to up-to-date and computers with high specifications. You can have a desktop because a desktop over laptop, I prefer desktop. This is what I'm using because you can actually upgrade it. Okay? Kasi yung computer naman nag-upgrade. Same naman dun sa mga cellphones natin. Kung ano yung bago ngayon, next year hindi na yan bago. Mayroon na namang bago. Mas mabilis, mas maganda. Yung sa desktop naman, pwede mo siyang i-upgrade into a better better version or update mo yan siya yung specification niya. So, yeah, I suggest having a desktop over laptop. Pero mas handy naman si laptop, madadala mo siya kahit saan. Okay, so it's either of the two, it's okay as long as smooth siya pagdating sa online class. Bakit ko sinasabi na dapat yung gadgets ni teacher commendable and up to date? Kasi tayo yung nagpre-present. Okay? Tayo nagpre-present ng videos, ng PowerPoint. I-need yun ng mabilis na at mainam na processor ng computer. Kasi pag hindi siya masyadong smooth, naglalag tayo. And then kapag naglalag tayo, in and out tayo sa class natin, disturbing yun and very distracting sa mga bata. Baka hindi sila maging mas interesado makinig kasi, ay no, wala si teacher, bumabalik, ganito, ganyan. Ay, hindi nila nakita yung slides mo. Okay, mga ganyan. Mm-hmm. Okay, so a computer with the following basic specs should be sufficient for online distance learning. 250 gigabytes hard drive or higher, 4 gig RAM or higher, 8 gig is very much required. Or hindi, yung 8 gig talaga mas okay. Yeah, ganito yung processor, AMD, 2.0 gigahertz Intel, Windows 10 or Mac OS 10.10 or later, Microsoft Edge, Firefox 48 or later, Safari, mayroong antivirus, mayroong computer microphone and speakers. Ito yun, at may web camera. High-speed Wi-Fi connection obtained either at home, preferred for the best study setting, or via an outside source such as a library, a quiet restaurant, or etc. Kasi pag okay talaga yung processor ng computer mo, yung very good yan, very smooth yan sa online class. Tip number 3, have a headset with noise cancellation feature and high-quality webcam. Okay, so bakit kailangan may headset si teacher? Kasi kapag may headset si teacher, mas klaro yung voice niya and mas marinig niya ng mabuti yung students niya. Okay? And bakit may noise cancellation? Kasi kapag yung noisy ang background mo, di naman talaga natin yan maano di natin yan maiiwasan na meron di kasi hindi ka naman nagkaklase sa island. Okay? Di ba may mga co-teachers tayo. So, ano talaga may noise talaga yan, yung mga sasakyan, okay? So, kapag masyadong noisy, yung background natin, isa yun sa mga distracting factor na nadidistract yung mga students natin. Kaya kailangan talaga may noise cancellation. Pero kapag hindi natin afford na bumili ng headset na may noise cancellation, pwede rin naman tayo mag-download ng Chris. Kasi yung Chris, ano yun siya? It is an app that will reduce the noise in our background. Okay? And a high quality webcam. Kasi dapat talaga klaro tayo. yung nakikita tayo ng students natin clearly. Mm-mm. Kasi 'di ba, when we talk, especially for the lower years, 'di ba yung phonics when we teach them reading cat, mat, they will look at our mouth, mat. Tsaka gagayahin nila. Paano nila magagaya kung blurry tayo? Diba? And then besides, it's an old cliche, but I know everyone agree. When I say the teacher is the best, the teacher herself or himself is the best instructional material or best visual aid yung mga mukha natin. Diba? So, asset natin to eh. So, kailangan klaro talaga. Kitang-kita nila ang mga pagmumukha natin. Kaya high quality webcam, not necessarily mahal. Kasi yung webcam ko, hindi naman siya mahal. Mga less than 500 lang to nabili ko. So, A for tech. Pero I like it because it's very, very clear. Clear ba? Clear. Kaya alam na alam ng mga estudyante ko na hindi pantay ang kilay ko. Ay, alam-alam ng mga mommy na medyo hindi ako nakapag-ayos. Yes, yes. And, oh, ako yan. Alright. So, tip number 4, make sure you have a clutter-free background. Be creative. Okay? So, clutter-free, that means walang masyadong makikita sa background mo. Like this, I only have here a guitar, a piece of guitar. That is just to break the boresome effect of having a white background. Kasi ano to whiteboard to. So every time na nagkaklase ako, need kong magsulat. So ayun, sinusulat ko dito sa whiteboard. And I have here the logo of Tagawan Central School and welcome to my class. Yun lang. Tapos dapat hindi yung background natin, dapat walang mga tao na nakikita na passers-by na nakikita nila, oy may teacher na na dumaan or taong dumaan. So dapat wala silang makikitang iba kundi tayo lang talaga. Kasi 'di ba kalaban na nga natin yung mga distractor sa bahay, TV, mga laruan, tapos pati ba naman sa computer or sa klase natin nakikita nila ang mga distractions, 'di ba? Okay. And next is number 5. Prepare stuffed toys, puppets, and other printouts to catch the attention of your learners. So in my class, kapag sa tingin ko, yung mga estudyante ko ay medyo nabobore na sila. So ayun, pinapakita ko yung mga puppets. This is not a puppet. This is a plush toy, stuffed toy. Hello, kids! So actually, I have a lot. Nasa likod ko lang. So, kapag mga about animals, cat, monkey, ano to one of the, parang investment ko na rin. Ayun, bumibili ako sa ukay-ukay. para sa mga estudyante ko, para lalo na pag may mga lessons na medyo parang parang loading sila, tapos di nila masyadong magets. So, ginagawa kong direct, para akong artista o director, direct na on the spot. Kailangan ko, feel ko, maybe hindi nila naintindihan. So, kailangan ko talagang, i-simplify. So, gagawa ako ng round dialogue. Ano ba yung product? Okay, yung product, ayan, gumaganon-ganon ako. So, depende, hindi ko, halimbawa, yung story is about Mingming. So, meron din akong aso. So, ito nabili ko lang sa mga ukay-ukay tsaka sa mga online. Yung mura lang. Mga stuffed toys, ang dami ko dito. Mm. Tapos, meron din akong mga puppets. Okay? Swak na swak sa mga bata yung puppets. Alam niyo kung bakit? Mahilig sila nun eh. Mahilig sila sa mga cartoons. Alam niyo yun? Kaya, pag si teacher, animated. Naku, gusto-gusto nila yan. Yung mga ganito. Pwede mo siyang what is good with hand puppets is you can move it. Okay? So, meron ako iba't iba. Merong unggoy, meron din naman akong tiger. Okay? So, actually, magkakambal to silang dalawa. Ayun. Si Tiger 1 at si Tiger 2. Tapos, meron din akong kangaroo. Okay? So, di naman 'to mahal. Actually, nasa 50 pesos, 30, 10. Walang 10. Mostly 50, 100, 150. So, ang dami ko na, obsessed nga ako eh. Actually, one of my obsession talaga. Pag may nakita akong stuffed toy, mga hand puppets, bibili ako niyan. Pag-iipunan ko yan para sa mga estudyante ko. Ayan. Tapos, kapag singing time, ayan, meron kang microphone. Kids, let's sing! Ganyan, ganyan. Tapos, okay, ito pa, isa rin to sa mga suggestion ko, yung mga ganitong props. Kasi pag may props ka, mas gusto ng mga kids yun eh. Natitrill sila. Like, ano kaya yung susuoto ni teacher ngayon? Mga ganyan-ganyan. So, actually, ang dami ko ring headbands. May ganito, iba-iba. Binibili ko. Said my husband, para na daw akong bata. Kasi dami kong ganito talaga. Super. Di na mabilang. Isa rin to sa mga collections ko, binibili ko, pinag-iipunan ko. And sometimes gusto ko maging fairy. Ikaw! Anong sagot mo? Mga ganyan-ganyan. Sometimes din gusto ko rin maging funny. So, ito. Iba-iba eh, no? There's a lot of stuff like magagamit mo sa klase mo, especially math or whatever. So, I have here a box full of mga like, okay, very good ka, may ice cream ka for you, mga ganong bagay. May doll din ako, collection ko din yan, mga dolls. Mga ganito. Okay? And aside from that, for example, nagtuturo ka ng fraction, pwede itong magamit. 1/4. Okay? Kasi online, di lang tayo pwedeng mag-rely doon sa mag-rely doon sa PowerPoint natin. We really need to have visual aids too. Okay? And what's next? And the purpose of it is to catch the attention of your learners. Yun yung talaga, pinaka-reason. And tip number 6, always let the kids have their camera always open. Okay? do not allow them to turn off their camera. Kasi kapag naka-turn off yung camera nila, malaki yung possibility na hindi yun nakikinig sa atin, naglalaro yun. Okay? So, have them, let them, always remind them to open their camera while having or attending classes with us. Okay? And next. Ito yung mga makukulit kong mga bata. Ano to sila? 49. Mm-mm. Hindi, sa isang screen, hindi mo sila makikita in one screen. Actually, you can have two, parang dalawa dapat mo sila yan. Pero I always make sure that lahat sila nakikita ko. So while I am, multitasking ka. When nagtatatatata ka, kailangan nakita mo yung mga bata. Alam mo kung sino nakikinig at alamin mo kung sino hindi. Okay. Tip number 7, encourage STT. So what is STT? STT means students talking time. Kaya nga ako, oh my gosh, ito yung isa sa mga anak ko talaga. Bumibiyand ako sa time. Like, sometimes I last 3 hours. Kasi gusto ko talaga silang magsalita. Gusto ko talaga silang magsalita. Pero 49 sila, so sometimes pinagsasabay-sabay ko na, yes or no? Okay! So I just let them talk, allow them to talk. Because if you are just the one talking a lot, then it is so boring. Yung nakikinig lang sila, paano mo nalaman na they are learning? 'Di ba? When you hear them talk, you will know kung may nag-gets ba nila yung lesson or hindi. And it is also through how do we encourage STT or student talking time. That is through CCQs. So CCQs is concept checking questions. Okay. So concept checking questions. For example, you talk about verb. So you can actually say, okay, like when you say like this, what's this? And they say, girl, a girl, girl. Is it a verb or not? Then maybe they will say, verb. No, 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 not a verb, not a verb. So you will, okay. The correct answer is, a girl is not a verb, it's a noun. Parang ganun. So, marami kang, you let them talk by asking concept checking questions for you to check if they really understand what is a verb. And follow up questions, always have a follow up, like, okay, na may natutunan ba kayo, may tanong ba kayo, naintindihan niyo ba? Yun. All right. Tip number 8, reinforce phrases and play. Okay, ito yun. Para magkuha mo yung attention ng mga bata, kailangan talaga nila ng, because kids love movement. So, kailangan yung merong konting laro. Okay. In my class, in my grade 2, they have this whiteboard and then whiteboard marker. So, they can actually put their answers on it, and then show it to me. And also, I also allow them to do something. Okay, like a play, like dance, mga ganun, clapping. So, and praises. Okay, praises. So, I prepared some cutouts. Okay, prepare for my kids. Like this one, you can actually, double purpose to eh. Sa cake to. Sa cake, kinuha ko lang. Kasi ang ganda nito. Tapos, pagka, pagka very good yung bata, pwede mo, I'll give you 1 flower. Yes! Kapag nag-very good siya ulit, 2 flowers for you! Ito lang, piniprint ko lang, tapos nilalagyan ng barbecue stick. Kasi ano to, styrofoam. Ayan. Pwede rin itong visual aids. Ang dami nitong purpose. Okay? Pwede itong visual aid. Halimbawa, parts of the flower kayo, okay, colors. You can have this. Or counters, like math. How many? If you have 2 flowers and I'll get 1, how many flowers are left? Diba? Ang dami nitong purpose. Meron din, kapag sa storytelling mo, may isang dinosaur. Kinain niya ang cupcake. O, ayan, pwede, di ba? Dami niyang purpose. Ako rin, meron din akong, may dalawa yung whiteboard ko. Isa is for writing. Actually, tatlo. Isa yung napakalaking whiteboard. Isa naman yung medyo maliit lang. And isa rin tong, ano ko. So, as you can see, marami ako dito. Magagamit ko to sa mga visual aids na rin. Ito, magnetic. Magnetic whiteboard. I can use this in many ways. I can write on it, but it can, ano rin siya. Pwede rin gawing praise. Like, very good ang group 1. Group 1, meron kayong isang minion. So, actually, sa ref to. Ref. Binili ko talaga. Kasi I was thinking, paano kaya? Tapos, yung, okay to, binili ko to. Isa rin sa mga collections ko. Ayan. Pag very good sila ulit, meron silang 2 minions, 3 minions. Sa ref na magnetic yan. Opener. Can opener. Can opener. Sa ref na nilalagay. Binili ko. Para sa klase ko talaga. Okay? And para din sa mga video lessons ko, depende kasi kapag math, ganun. And kapag reading naman, you can use it. Like, I have magnetic letters. This is letter A. This is W. Na ganun. So, ang dami actually. I know teachers tayo, napaka-innovative natin and resourceful. Okay. And always use TPR. Yung TPR, yun yung total physical response. So, sa klase ko, first yung ginagawa ko talaga is to check like, hello kids! Okay, another one. Yung sa camera natin, yung orientation ng camera natin, dapat kuha to eh. Tapos yung 2 kamay natin, kasi TPR, kailangan nakukuha tong 2 kamay natin sa pagtuturo sa kanila. Like counting, or big, small, nakikita nila yung hand movements natin. Kasi TPR is a must in an online class. TPR is total physical response. 'Di ba? In an online class, maingay kung sabay-sabay silang magtatatatat. So, parang pinapantomime mo lang, minamime, ganun yun. Like, okay. Kapag verb, itaas ang kamay. Kapag hindi verb, okay. Kapag pandiwa, okay, Filipino. Kapag pandiwa, itaas ang kamay. Kapag hindi pandiwa, go. Mag-X, mag-ikis, magporma ng X. Okay, halimbawa, kumakain. Instead of the kids will shout, pandiwa, pandiwa, teacher, pandiwa, pandiwa. And all of them, tapos nabibingi ka, oh my gosh. So instead of that, they will just, pandiwa o hindi. And all of them, ayun, yes, tama, pandiwa. Diba, na-minimize yung noise? And at the same time, nakikita mo kung sino ang nagkamali. Madali mong makita. Yun yung TPR. Pero napaka-basic rin yung, before we start our lesson, dapat chine-check natin kung naririnig ba tayo ng mga students or hindi, nakikita ba tayo or hindi. Kasi baka talak tayo ng talak, hindi pala tayo naririnig ng student kasi baka naka-mute tayo o baka may problema sa audio nila. At least, no, na check natin, like for example, hello kids! Ito yung ginagawa ko sa mga estudyante ko. Hello! Hmm, can you see me? Yes or no? Hmm? And they say, oh, yes. Pero pag may batang gumagano, no, call mo attention niya. Oh, bakit hindi mo ako naririnig? O nakikita? Bakit? O type mo, ask your parents. Help. Tawagin mo si mommy, tawagin mo si daddy. Yung mga ganun. Di ka nga niya naririnig, di ba? So, TPR ka. Tawagin mo si mama, si papa. Ask ka ng tulong. Hmm. So, yun. TPR na yun siya. Kailangan yun eh. And also, you can use TPR when do storytelling. And I can see it. Her big eyes opening wide. Di ba? Meron tayong ganyan. And gobble. Di ba? So strong and beautiful. Mga TPR yun. When we say the things, we also act. Okay, ang lacking of difficulty, may mga words na hindi talaga bigla-bigla naiintindihan ng mga bata. But through our facial expressions and our gestures, they can understand. Okay? And she is so disappointed. Then they was, disappointed pag hindi happy, disappointed. Ganun. Okay, see you, that's all. Oh, my tip number 9. But tip number 10, nauna. Always look at your best. Dress to impress and wear makeup. As of my experience, hindi naman, I do not consider it as, negatively. Actually, I was hurt at first when somebody notices my lipstick and my brow. Pero kailangan sa online class. Kasi kapag hindi tayo nagme-makeup, yung simple lang. Kasi, pag hindi, tayo sa camera, para tayong nagmumukhang zombie or nagmumukhang patay ba? So, kailangan talaga, before ako nag-online class, talaga ako, nagme-makeup. So, alam mo yun, a must rin. Dapat meron kang ganito, mga ganyan. Mga, sa buhay-buhay natin, no? Ganito. Okay, so, napakahirap. Pero, para sa mga bata, lahat gagawin naman talaga natin, diba? Hindi man perfect, at hindi natin mapi-please lahat. But the most important thing is, at least ginagampanan natin yung tungkulin natin bilang guro. At ginagawa natin yung dapat natin gawin at yung anong makakaya natin para may natutunan yung mga estudyante natin in the best way that we can. Then we don't have to feel sorry because we know that we did our best and we tried. So I hope that teachers, you get something from my video, and I hope that it helps you, even just a little bit. So in my next video, I'm going to show you how to make pre-recorded video lessons, just like this one. I'm going to have a tutorial. I will teach you how to use this app. Actually, not just one, but actually 2, 3 apps that I can share with you, because I do make video lessons. Depends on the availability and which one works easier for you or you are more comfortable with. I'm going to share it with you. That will be in my next video. So this is just all for, actually, even for radio based, I will also teach you. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. if you will feel like, arrogante naman ito. Hindi. Sinishare ko lang yung natutunan ko. So I hope na may natutunan kayo, and for questions and clarifications and whatever, you can send a message to me. So this is all for today. See you in my next videos about pre-recorded video lessons and radio-based instruction. This is all for today. Bye-bye. Happy teaching!